Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back to another episode of the BurtnBurger Show. We are on episode 19 now. If my voice sounds different, it might be because it's, again, quarter to fucking midnight recording this show. We literally went from recording at 1 in the afternoon to consistently, it's only been 2 weeks in a row, but starting at midnight, and I kind of felt bad, and I told Bert, like, I really planned on doing this later, and we could start doing it in the afternoon, and he's like, nope, we can keep doing it at night.
I'm good with whatever, man. This is my prime time, baby.
Same with me, but this is when I'm trying to get dubs in Warzone and fucking people up in Madden and stuff like that. Like, this is just... this isn't a time to be famous.
I guess I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but the reason why we started so late, guys, is because one of us, I bet you can't fucking guess who it was, one of us didn't watch all their TV shows in time, so we had to wait until fucking midnight to start recording. So, Bert, what do you have to say about that?
Oh, I had enough time to watch all of my TV show and some of yours too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, I goofed. I kind of forgot about this challenge, and yesterday I was like, I have 5 more episodes of Dexter to watch. This is going to be fun.
Yeah. No, I had the exact same realization. Like, I went pretty hard yesterday. I think it was yesterday. It might have been 2 days ago. I don't know. But yeah, no.
Yeah.
This recording day snuck up on us.
It really did. Like, it literally did. And I watched one episode like right away, and then I didn't watch any until yesterday. I watched one more yesterday, and then I sat down and watched 4 today. And Bert here, he knows me pretty well, but I can't sit down for this long period of time. Like, it feels like my ass is starting to chew up the couch that I'm sitting on, and it was tough. And 10:30 was coming around, and I'm like, I got one more episode to watch, and Bert's like, no, that's fine.
Yeah, no, you can watch it. I can wait.
Yeah. Why were you so okay with that? Like, I would have been pissed.
I don't know, just because that was the one episode, like, I forgot when you said it, but something about, I'm just going to finish up Dexter and I think that was at 8 o'clock. I was like, okay. So I ended up watching, like, the preview trailer. You know how it's like, last week on Dexter, this happened. I watched that for episodes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I watched the entire episode 6.
Okay.
So I kind of, I don't know, I figured it would be good to have us both, I guess, caught up on it. Because the last time I watched Dexter was in high school. Like, it was at least 4 or 5 years ago. So I figured I needed to touch up on it before we talk about it.
You really threw me a bone when you suggested it.
Yeah.
No, I'm disappointed in myself.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. Now I basically get a free pass, for next time I pull it.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, you're always late. You never do anything on time. You always show up to the party late. So, I don't know. I think out of the fucking 20 years we've been cousins, and this is like one of the first times that I actually fucked up like this.
Yeah, I suppose.
Maybe that takes, gives me 1 strike to the 800 that you have, so.
Maybe.
But hey, life happens, and I just forgot about it in this recording day. It really snuck up on us. But yes, guys, welcome to the BurtnBurger Show. Last week we talked about how we assigned each other a TV show that we were going to watch 6 episodes of, and then we were going to bring it back to the next episode of the BurtnBurger Show, and we would talk about what we thought about it, describe our feelings for it, and talk about if we would watch the next 6 episodes or finish it, or what we think we're going to do here. So we're going to talk about our shows for a few minutes, and then we're going to add a suggestion. We're going to keep this game going. I don't know what the fuck to call it.
Yeah. Our
We're going to keep
segment.
this going. Bert and I have movies that we are suggesting. So once we talk about our shows, we will jump into a movie suggestion and go on to some other topics. So, well, Bert, do you wanna start us off? Do you want me to go first, or are you
Sure.
dying to hear what I have to say?
Oh,
Or
I mean,
I asked you 3 questions and you said sure.
yeah, I know you asked me 3 questions, so yeah, no, I mean, you kind of opened it up with your stuff, so I suppose it's probably my time to step in.
Sure, go ahead.
Well, so yeah, last week I assigned Burger here the first 6 episodes of Dexter, and I was tasked with watching The Punisher.
No, you definitely weren't. I said the fucking Teletubbies. No, I'm kidding.
I'm like, wait a second. Oh God, did I watch the wrong
What do you
show?
fucking mean the Punisher?
I watched the wrong show.
Oh man, yep, good old Punisher.
But yes, and it was just like, oh my God. Even at the opening scene, I was just getting chills. That whole show was it was amazing. Like it's, I don't even know. It's very kind of cinematic, you know. It's like it definitely has some of that Marvel twist to it. And of course, John Bernthal is a spectacular actor. He's like you know, the whole playing the you know, soldier with PTSD, kind of just crazy, ravage, barbarian kind of attitude was executed pretty damn well. You know, it was very
it was
believable.
a great role for him.
Yeah. You're just the whole time you're like, oh God. But somehow he's able to, you know, reel it back in. It's kind of impressive. Like, you know, when he sits down with you know, Micro, the computer dude's family, you know, and he's just totally normal around him. It's kind of cool that, you know, he's not totally lost, but he can still, you know, turn it on and slaughter an entire room of Italian mobsters in the fucking pitch black.
When he needs to.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So you like the show?
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, it's been suggested to me by so many people, and I was glad I finally, had an obligation.
I mean,
to
I
watch
would
it.
have bet. I don't have a lot of money, but I would have bet everything I've ever owned and ever would own that you would fall in love with this show. So,
yeah.
you know, figured it was a perfect time to force you to sit down and, you know, watch horses fuck.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, no, that's what it felt like. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really magical, isn't it?
It was beautiful.
Yeah, no, I mean, I enjoyed The Punisher too. I've never finished the first season. I rewatched the first like half of it twice.
Okay.
And then I just kind of forgot about it. The thing that I have with The Punisher is it started like that first episode was so fucking good.
So good.
You know, where he beats the living fuck out of those guys with the sledgehammer and throws them in the cement thing and all that shit. Like that was so good. That felt so fucking good to see those guys get what they deserve. And then for the most part after that, for the most part I'm saying, he really doesn't do anything as badass or anything like that. Like it's a lot of storytelling.
It's a
from
lot.
Then on out.
Yeah.
There's a lot of storytelling. There's not a lot of bruteness and just beating the fuck out of people or like I thought it would have been. And the story's great. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the story. And, you know, the only other time I'm thinking of the time when he fucked all those people up and that were those Irish guys or whatever. No,
the
that was
mobsters.
from the first episode. That was from the first episode. Yeah, when he did that. The only other thing I can think of is when they showed him killing all those people at the war.
Yeah, that was insane too.
Yeah, other than that, I can't really think of any other badass things that they did, and that really
when they were in the woods too.
Yeah, I do remember that I briefly remember something happening, like some stuff happening there, but I don't know. I think I just kind of got bored with it after all. Like it
Yeah.
just kind of he didn't really seem like anything special after a while to me. Like they started off really good, and then it was all downhill from there as far as action and badassness goes. So maybe that's why I lost interest in it. But those were kind of my points on Punisher. I mean, whatever
Okay.
you want to throw in there too, go ahead.
I mean, I kind of get into the whole, like, the secret intelligence mystery sort of. How he's trying to put all the puzzle pieces together about who this Agent Orange dude is, and and then he ends up reaching out to his friend, or well, I guess the friend's trying to reach out to him or whatever, and then come to find out he's like, he's dirty and he's working with the Agent Orange dude. It's fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I like that whole intrigue, mystery kind of stuff too. Like it kind of makes you think, because at the same time, it's almost kind of like Call of Duty, right? Like you can only take 24/7 shipment for so long. It's like, dude,
Yeah.
there's blood all over. Like I can't move. You're just
Yeah.
stunned.
Yeah.
But I think that they kind of, it's like, because really thinking about it, that's like 3 or 4. I mean, 2 really badass scenes and 2 like kind of mediocre fight scenes over
Mm-hmm.
6 episodes. Like it's not too bad. Like they definitely keep you engaged in the story, I guess, with the like, action wise. But I don't know. It's a pretty solid story. I'm pretty invested in it so far.
So, do you think you'll finish it?
Yeah, no, that's actually why you ended up texting me or calling me or whatever, and you're like, yeah, I don't know if you're gonna want to do another TV series for next week or if we're gonna want to do movies. I was like, nope, we're doing movies. I'm gonna need time to watch some more Punisher this week.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that's cool. So we did good then. We will have you finish up Punisher. So you'll have to let us know. Probably around episode 103, I'm guessing, is when Punisher will be done
probably.
for Bert here. So
I know I act excited now, but something will probably come up and I'll forget about it.
yeah,
But
no, it's good. I wish I could finish it. I just I don't have the motivation to watch it, but they have a second season too. So
yeah, I saw that. I know my brother said something about that being the last one, but I
the
thought
second season, yeah.
they were like gonna add it to. I mean, I don't know, because I also thought about it. It's like the story does seem pretty, like once he kills the main bad guy, it's pretty much over. But
Yeah, I don't know. They might reboot it or they might drag it on over to Disney Plus or something.
that's what
But
I figured. Yeah.
we shall see. So I remember we told our viewers we wouldn't spend too much time on this. We just kind of wanted to
Yeah.
have a brief conversation and go on to the next topic here because I don't want to draw it out like we did with Survivor and Tiger King. Holy shit.
Oh yeah. No, we like
Um,
went through that, how the game worked, and
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So anything else you want to say about Punisher? Glad you liked it. Glad you'll finish it up.
Yeah. No, I mean it was a pretty solid first suggestion. Pretty happy with it so far.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was second suggestion after Survivor, but
Oh yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah. I know.
don't you dare forget about that.
No, of course not.
Anyways, my show was Dexter, and like I said, I watched the first episode last week, and then I completely forgot about it, and watched a lot of other stuff that I will talk about later on the show today. Watched an episode yesterday and watched 4 today. I was even in the shower watching it. I shit you not, I had my phone on watching Dexter in the shower.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of boobies
Uh,
in Dexter. Could have been fun.
Yeah, there was only one pair of titties so far that I've seen, and there was little to be desired there.
That's a good
Was
point.
not a fan.
Yeah.
Not a fan of those, but
Yeah.
and then I really grinded it out. I do a lot for this show, guys. So if Bert and I can have one harem, by the end of our lives, that would be worth it. So no, I'm just messing with you guys, but yeah. So I watched the first episode of Dexter a third fucking time.
Oh yeah.
And for some reason, this time it really stuck with me. I guess it's 3 times the charm, and I really liked the first episode and was ready to get into it. And then I kind of watched the second episode and the third episode, and I started getting a bad feeling in my tummy about Dexter, because it really started to remind me of another show that I almost suggested for you, which was Lucifer.
Okay.
Lucifer is another big show on Netflix, and to briefly touch about Lucifer, because it's relevant to what I thought Dexter was going to be, was that it's about literally the fucking devil, Lucifer, getting tired of being the guardian of hell, so he comes to Earth and just does a bunch of shit you'd think the devil does. You know, he drinks, he fucks, he owns a strip club and everything. You know, it's really just a really interesting show, and it has a very good overarching story, I guess.
Right.
And I really liked the overall story was about him not wanting to go back to hell, and he was real tired of the angels and God trying to force him to go back and everything like that. And it was an interesting overarching story, and I really enjoyed that part of it. But then in the very first episode, he meets this detective that is a fucking smoke show, I'd like to say. Very good looking girl, and he's constantly trying to fuck her and she won't let him and all this kind of stuff, but
Okay.
at least from where I was. But she was a detective, and he somehow becomes her partner in crime, and they start solving crimes together. So the season or the series turned into, you know, Lucifer really trying to find his foot in the ground, to literally every episode him and this girl solving some kind of crime. It literally became like CSI New York or CSI Miami,
I do like those shows.
but with the fucking devil. It's just the same repetitive shit over and over again, and they just touch on the overall story each episode. And then they'll solve a crime, and then they'll go on to the next episode and solve another crime, and it has nothing to do with the crime before. Like, there is no relevance between them or nothing. And I got through the whole season 1 of Lucifer,
Okay.
and season 2 just started out the exact same way. It was just solving a crime, developing the overall story a little bit, solving a crime, developing the overall story a little bit, and it was just fucking driving me nuts. So I gave up on Lucifer.
Okay.
And I thought Dexter was going that way too, because there would be like, I don't even fucking know what the overarching story. At first, I didn't know what the overarching story of Dexter was. I was like,
I'm
what the
wondering
fuck? This
if you
this
picked
is-
up on it.
Yeah, I mean, the overarching story so far is him and this fucking other psychopath that keeps draining the blood out of the bodies, and they keep playing this game back and forth between one another, and Dexter's slowly starting to become exposed and everything like that. Like, that is what keeps coming through. And then it's him trying to feed his urges too of killing bad people too.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at right now. He almost got busted with something, but he ended up getting out of it. So it started off like Lucifer, where I'm like, oh my fucking gosh, it's just gonna be him solving these crimes all cool and everything like that. And then it's just gonna be him, like, it's almost like the main story is a side part of the fucking show,
Yeah.
which is really weird to me. That's how Lucifer was. Like, the main story is a very small part, and the side parts have the main part, and that was backwards. But Dexter is not like that. It is a very continuous story throughout the episodes, and there might be a little sidetracks here and there where, like, he's trying to, like, he's doing his own thing where he's trying to find the bad guys, but he's also trying to solve the case of the icebox truck murderer guy or whatever he's
Yeah.
fucking called.
Yeah.
You know, so it is a continuation of the like, you have to watch the previous episode to know what the fuck's going on.
Oh yeah.
And CSI New York and Miami and NCIS Los Angeles and Criminal Minds and all that gay shit. You don't have to watch the previous fucking episode to know what's going on. And that's how Lucifer was. And I thought Dexter was going to be the same way, but it ended up not being like that. And I was very pleasantly surprised with that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, one thing that I really kind of picked up on is it's kind of like, they flesh out this psychopath killer, right? And it's like, of course, it's the whole unemotional, person, right? But it's like he's put into all these weird scenarios where, he starts to get close to this, his girlfriend. I forgot what her name is because I didn't actually pay that much attention, and her kids and all that, and he's starting to like get feelings even though they go like strictly against Dexter's like natural code. You know what I mean? Like he can't feel, I guess, the emotions or whatever, but like he can still sense them. And it's kind of just like I don't know.
Well, he's a fucking psychopath.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're smart people. They know. His dad taught him all about being normal and when not to be normal. So it's not necessarily that he definitely doesn't feel the emotions, but you
can kind of like see it creep through though. Like there are different parts throughout the whole like series that he is like I don't know. He gets close.
Well, see, you're the type of person that would get fucking murdered by this guy because you think he's feeling shit.
I mean,
he's
you hear actor. But the way that the show is structured is you're getting a constant monologue in his head, right? So it's like something big happens and he's like, whoa. I think that this is like, it's kind of like in all the little kid, Disney shows where the bad guy's like, oh my God, is this what friendship feels like?
Yeah.
It's kind of like one of those moments. I mean, it's like kind of cheesy and all that when it happens, but like, I don't know. It's like him trying to, I guess, fit in the best way he knows how. I don't even fucking know, but
no, I mean,
they do a pretty good job of like character building and all that for sure.
He definitely he doesn't feel anything right now, at least where I'm at. I don't know if he eventually changes or anything like that. He does a very good job of acting like he cares or like he feels like he cares. He says time and time again that he doesn't feel anything.
Oh yeah.
So it's nothing has creeped through so far yet.
No, I'm saying like that's like you were saying like the overarching theme, right? Like that's kind of the overarching theme is like Dexter slowly like kind of, I mean, they're probably like pseudo artificial type of emotions, but like he kind of becomes more human as the show progresses, if you know what I'm saying. Like throughout the lifespan of the show, that's kind of the overarching theme.
Yeah, that I think that definitely makes sense. I am not at the point to where he's sensing any kind of emotion. Really. The only kind of emotion I saw is when he was really fucking scared that he might get caught from doing something. But other than that, it started out like I'm like, oh, this better not be another Lucifer, but it turns out that it's good, and I definitely think I will at least finish season 1, and we'll see how it goes to see if I'll watch more past that. So I'm interested to see where the show goes, and I hope it continues to be interesting because
it's one of my all-time
I'm very
faves.
invested in it. So yeah, I'll finish season 1 for sure, and we will see if I will keep going with the series or not. So I will say this before we move on. His girlfriend is exactly my kind of woman. Holy shit. That is so fucking sexy, dude. I don't even mean that like, oh my gosh, I would literally eat her ass. Like, I mean it as in, like, I want to be the stepdad to her children. I want to make babies with her. I want to grow old with this woman.
That's how all his
girlfriend.
Yeah.
That's how all his what?
Nothing.
Thanks. Oh, fuck. He's leaving this one behind? God damn it. Son of a bitch. Oh, yeah? Well, the Punisher's wife isn't really dead. Suck my cock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, she's deader than fuck, dude.
I've seen her die like 12 times, okay? It's like literally twice an episode.
Yeah, oh boy. But his first girlfriend, I guess, literally my kind of fucking woman. Oh my gosh, that sweet, shy, quiet girl that has a huge heart and loves her kids and is doing something with her life and everything. Like, I felt so fucking bad for her when she kept trying to let Dexter shove it in her ass, but you know, she was getting all worked up from her past, and oh my gosh, like I don't know, I might have to go to the asylum, but I thought that was kind of hot how she was resisting.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
I
know
thought
what
it
you
was
mean.
so, like, I wasn't like, oh yeah, and that would get me going more, but that just made me like fall in love with this person even more. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as she would say stop, like, I would stop in a heartbeat, but I would really find that attractive in some way. Maybe it's because, like, I can see that she wants to, but she's being strong and holding back from her past and stuff like that. So maybe it's that, like, mental strength and attraction that she'd be showing. I don't know. I guess what I'm saying
That's a
is
good
I'm
point.
not saying, oh, if someone starts resisting me, I get turned on and try to fuck her even harder. That's not at all what I'm saying, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just something about it, and that is my kind of lady right there, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to see Burger's type of woman, and that might really surprise you for how loud and obnoxious and fucking mentally handicapped I am when I talk on this show, that I like the little quiet girl that doesn't say much. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I'll have to see what that actress is doing, because
Yeah.
yeah, and then she gave Dexter head.
That was
So that was
yes.
that was neat.
He's like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah. And then he tried to eat her out while she was fucking crying over like a romance movie or something.
Yeah.
um,
My God.
Definitely a psychopath. But anyways, he what was I gonna say? She dressed up as Lara Croft.
Oh, that's
and
right.
that was kind of sexy, but I have a special attachment to Lara Croft. I want to name my daughter after Lara Croft. I just love that name, Lara. Like, she said Laura too. I'm like, okay, maybe you're not as perfect as I thought you were. It's fucking Lara.
Yeah.
But she dressed up. So basically, every time I see Lara Croft, I don't get like sexually excited, or I don't get no blood in my pee pee, because I'm like, that's my daughter. Like,
Yeah.
I can't do that. That's fucking weird. So that was kind of weird. But yeah, no.
They're crafts.
I like Dexter, by the way.
Yeah.
So that was a good show, and I shall keep watching. So
It's great.
moving on, Bert and I have a movie for one another that we have to watch by next week, and we will talk about if we liked it or if it was ass or what. And again, the only rule for movies or TV shows is the other person can't see it or could not have seen it yet. So other than that, whatever the other person suggests, they have to watch. So Bert, what do you got for me this week? I'm excited.
Well, this is just like a recent movie that I've seen on Netflix, but I love this genre, and I hope you'll like it. But it is called Shot Caller. You might have already seen it.
Phew, I thought you were going to say something like The Irishman. I'm like, come on.
Get ready for another 4 hours, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Well, it is like I know I brought it up the other day, but I love the prison gang kind of themed shows or movies or whatever. But it's kind of like this guy that gets put in jail, and he ends up getting out and gets in a gang, and he's just trying to protect his family and stuff like that.
Any big actors in it?
I would tell you, but you might look at them differently, but I'll tell you afterward. But one of them is a really, really, I mean, a big actor that I like quite a lot.
You're gonna tell me what? You're gonna tell me after I watch the fucking movie that there is a big actor in it?
Yeah, not one that you would know. A lot of people would know, but it's from a TV show that I know you wouldn't like, and then you might look at him different.
I thought you would be like, oh, that's, Jim Carrey.
Yeah. No, there's
like,
nobody big like that.
Okay.
No.
All right, I want to even look up the actors then. I'll just...
I know you're weird, and you
secret.
might look at the show differently if I tell you. But
look at there, ladies and gentlemen. Bert can be a cunt and call me names. He just called me weird.
Oh, did I just call you your real name?
No, I said,
weird?
You said you know that I can be real weird, and I'm just saying, see? He can hurt my feelings.
Oh my God, I'm like, well, I almost... Okay. Yep, let's get off the topic.
You almost. I'm listening.
I almost said your name. I'm like, dude, I thought I almost said, I'm so slow sometimes. I don't know, but...
No, I was just saying you can be insulting and hurt my feelings.
Yeah, you weirdo.
Okay. All right, shot caller it is. You ready for the fucking movie I'm gonna have you watch, you fucking cunt?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so it's called Gay Ass Ranger Volume 7. And make sure you go to Pornhub and switch it to gay. No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that.
Please.
You are gonna watch a movie called Jailhouse Rock. Did the Discord get disconnected?
Yep. Sorry, you're gonna need to no, I'm kidding, I don't need to hear it anymore. Okay.
You say that while wiping a tear away.
Fuck. I know what this
Writing
is.
it down. Gosh, that sounds oddly familiar.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. And it's an hour and a half, so it's a shorter one. So you kind of got off the hook a little bit here, and there's a reason why I'm suggesting this one.
Yeah,
so there's an actor in it. There's an actor in it that I really like. His name's Elvis Presley, and yeah, I watched this movie like 10 fucking years ago. I don't even know what it's about anymore.
Oh my God.
So, and you have to watch the whole thing. You can't get past the oh boy, you can't get past the parts where he's singing. And I love my boy. I love that man, but he sings some pretty mushy gushy lovey dovey songs in there. So
okay,
you have to sit through there. Like when he sings Young and Beautiful to some girl. Ooh.
That's fine.
That makes me wipe a tear away, but I think I can just hear the sanitized stuff coming out of your ass while you're shoving building block after building block up there. But yeah.
Oh boy.
Good fucking luck. I don't know where you're going to find that. You're going to have to do some research.
I think I saw something on YouTube, but we'll see.
Yeah, go to some... You're going to have to pirate it, I think.
Yeah. If I have to buy it on Amazon, it's coming out of the BurtnBurger show expense fund, okay? I'm going to bill the secretary, okay?
Yeah, no, I'm sure she'll see that. Like, what the fuck is Jailhouse Rock? Yeah. You're gonna have to remind me what it's about, because I don't.
Oh my fucking God.
I know he gets in a fight, and I think he kills somebody, and he goes to jail for it, and I don't remember how it goes.
That could be fun. I like jail. We've established this. Jail is cool.
Yeah. Look at that. I didn't even realize that. We have 2 jail movies.
There you go.
Look at that. What an accident.
Yeah.
And also this movie was made in 1957. So
yeah, that's the one part.
Have fun with that.
That's the part that I'm probably not going to be too fond of.
Yep, it'll be all black and white. So,
oh boy,
I'm gonna make you watch every fucking Elvis movie. That's all this is gonna be.
Oh my God, I have a whole list of things. I'm like, there's some good ones on here, but you kind of threw me a curveball on this one.
Yeah. No more Mr. Nice Guy. So Jailhouse Rock. This is the one that has like the real iconic like music video to it, where he like slides down a pole and stuff like that. I'm sure you've seen the
Oh, okay. Probably.
video. I think we've all seen it. Yeah, it's a pretty like iconic movie. I've even seen something that scene was like the first ever music video. So
Huh.
yeah, so you're gonna have to just, keep a cute little mind while you do this. Remember that it was the 50s and those movies are kind of fucking weird. At the end of the day.
Oh god.
So yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
I gave you such a good movie. Okay.
I wasn't really watching it for the movie. I could
I
give a shit less
understand.
about the plot. So I'm gonna make you sit through it, and I'm gonna try to make you an Elvis fan at the end of the day. So
Interesting.
we shall see how it goes. So you watch Jailhouse Rock. I'll watch. I forgot what it's called. I wrote it down though.
Shot caller, baby.
Shot Caller, dude. I'll watch that, and then we'll talk about it next week. See how we did.
Okay. Sounds good.
So, but yeah, I want to talk a little bit more about movies and TV shows before we go on to the next topic here. But the reason why I didn't do so good with Dexter is because I was busy watching other things, and I just kind of wanted to touch up on these shows. So,
Okay.
First things first, I saw The Train to Busan. This is a movie I've been wanting to see for a long time, and I finally sat down with my brother and watched it. So, Train to Busan is a horror movie that has zombies in it, and it's about this dad and daughter that go on a train, and there's a passenger that's infected, and it just spreads throughout the entire train, and it's a pretty gory movie, and the zombies are not like Walking Dead, like they're like World War Z zombies. Like
I hate that shit.
Screaming and biting and running and climbing over each other, and yeah, they were the zombies that you wouldn't want to take over the world.
Yeah, no. Okay.
Okay. And it was just, I finally watched it, and it's a Korean film. I'm guessing it's not North Korea.
I doubt it.
I don't think they made it. So, but we're not prejudiced here at BurtnBurger. So it's a Korean film. Yeah. And the whole entire movie was in subtitles, and this probably surprises you, Bert, but out of all the fucking things that drive me nuts, I could give a shit less about subtitles. Isn't that fucking weird?
Yeah, that's insane.
Don't you think that would be like one of my pet peeves?
Yeah, it drives me crazy, like to a degree, like because I like to do things while I watch TV, which is kind of why it took me a while to watch Punisher, because I couldn't play Call of Duty, but yeah. No, when you have subtitles you have to watch, it kind of gives you something to do as well as watch the movie, which is cool. But
yeah, I mean, I'll turn subtitles on if I have a hard time hearing something, like if I have a fan blowing on me. But this was like a Korean film, and there was no English in it at all, so you had to watch it. But this was also a movie too, so like TV shows, I like to like do something else while I watch them. But like movies, like I like to sit down and watch it. But yeah, no, I finally watched The Train to Busan. They're making an American remake of it, so I'm excited to see that. I was telling my brother, I'm like, it's going to be cool when they come up with the American version. He's like, why? It's going to be the exact same movie. And I'm like, because instead of saying like Asian things when things are going bad, they can say, hey, you fucking stupid cunt, get your fat fucking ass running. There's a zombie nipping at my ass right now, you piece of shit. It'll just be interesting to see that. But I kind of just wanted to touch up on that and say that I watched that movie, and yeah, the hype around it's real. It's a good movie. Any horror fanatics or anything like that, or zombies lover in general, should definitely check that movie out. I highly recommend it.
That's a newer movie then?
I think it was made in 2016, it said, but I think it got onto like the American Netflix recently. I don't know. There's just been a lot of talk about it through like the YouTube channels that I watch, and I've heard nothing but great things about it. So I'm like, all right, baby bro, we're gonna check this out. It wasn't very scary. I will say that. It wasn't very horror-ish, but the zombies were pretty fucking spooky, so
I was gonna say, being stuck on a train with fast zombies sounds like a claustrophobia trip.
yeah,
I would lose my
no,
shit.
it's interesting. I like it when movies do that kind of interesting shit, like who would think of being trapped on a train with zombies? So,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it was really cool. So, and then with my grandmother, her and I watched the Waco TV series that just came out on Netflix. I don't know if you
What
saw
is?
that at all, like,
No,
well, on Netflix floating around.
no. It's not like a. It's probably another docu-series or some shit like that, or what?
No, it's an actual like series. It's a limited series. There's only 6 episodes, but
Okay.
it does like a dramatic retelling of the Waco incident that happened. Like they have actors and everything. Like they reenact everything. So,
Ooh. Okay.
um, and I absolutely loved it, and I'm glad I watched it with my grandma, and it was just really a cool experience to watch that show with her. And that one was really good. I think that's something you would enjoy too, but I'm kind of fucking done suggesting shows for you.
Yeah.
Um, so to touch up, Waco was an actual thing that happened in the 90s where there was this cult in Waco, Texas that had like 75 over 100 people, I think. Yeah, it was over 100 people living in this pretty big building, and they had a bunch of weapons stored in there. And then the ATF, which I didn't even know was a real fucking thing, but the ATF, it's like the FBI, but
For
they
like
came in.
drugs and big cult shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I've never even heard of it, but they came in and they wanted to talk to them about the fucking weapons, and everything, and no one knows who shot first, but this is over 100 people with fucking loaded guns. So when cops come up to talk to them,
Oh
someone shot
God.
first, whether it's the ATF or the Waco people, but a big shootout happened, and then the FBI got involved to try to calm everybody down and neutralize the situation, and it ended up being a 51-day standoff.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and this is all a true story. This is a true fucking story. And the David Koresh, that was the name of the cult leader, really fucking whack job that guy was. He had so many wives. He had like over.
Waco. Okay.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
wacko.
Gotcha. I mean, it is wacko, but yeah. No, I know what you mean.
He had like over. Like, he had so many wives. Reportedly, he had wives that were like 10 years old, and he had over 10 children and things like that. And that was the thing with Waco. There was a lot of kids in those buildings, and I think that's what really drove people to the extent that they did, because, there's a bunch of fucking little kids in there. And
Oh yeah, that's terrible.
they're being forced into the situation, and they've done nothing wrong and everything like that. And then there's a lot of stuff about how the FBI and ATF handled the situation. Apparently, the ATF wanted to be a lot more brutal and a lot more aggressive in getting the people out, but the FBI wanted to be a lot more calm and collective in getting the people out. So that kind of led to a lot of like power struggle, to the point where the ATF got fucking tanks and
Boy.
fucking drove into the building and tear gassed the entire place, caught the entire building on fire, and I think there was like 75 people in the building, and I don't remember, like 50 or 60 people died, and 25 of them were children.
Ooh.
Yeah, and they died from smoke inhalation from the flames and all sorts of shit. Like apparently the ATF was just trying to drown out, like trying to spook them out with tear gas.
Yeah.
And a something caught on fire, and there's a lot of dispute whether the tear gas caused the fire or if the Waco people committed a mass suicide, kind of like what happened in Jonestown.
Oh, okay.
but
blame it on the ATF.
yeah,
That'd be
no, and
perfect.
that's what the TV show really focused on. That it was the ATF's fault that all of this started. There's all sorts of reports. There's reports that people were hearing other people saying, "Are you ready to light them now?" Or like start the fires and things like that. But there's also reports of people that survived the Waco incident that they would never do suicide or anything like that. That was never part of the plan. No one knows how David Koresh died. He was found with a bullet wound in his head, but his like right hand man also had a bullet wound in his head, so we don't know like who shot who or what ended up. Like there's just a lot of controversy behind it that
Sounds
still
like a
stands
proper
to this
fucking
day.
mess.
Yeah, it was a shit show, but the documentary, it's a show. Like that's the thing that I was really hesitant on, and I'm like, okay, which of this actually happened, and which of this is just really fabricated for Netflix? So,
Okay.
and that's what I wanted to just talk about was that David Koresh, at least in the TV show, really truly seemed like he believed what he was saying. And his followers, it seemed like they really believed in what he was saying too. So basically, their belief system was about the book of Revelations and the end of times and something about the seventh seal. And they thought David was the Messiah. And he was going to be the one that writes the seventh seal and all that shit. And they really, at least like I said, in the movie, in the TV show, it really seemed like they believed him, and it really seemed like David believed that as well.
I mean, that's just like, that just means he's a good cult leader, right?
Yeah, but kind of, because for the most part, cult leaders don't believe anything they're saying. They are just trying to manipulate people to do whatever they want, and they're going to get ahead of everybody else and blah, blah, blah. Like, that is like what a cult leader does. Like, I know Jim Jones, like, didn't believe anything that he was saying. He just did it for the money and the pussy and the fame and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But at least in this TV show of Waco, it really seemed like David believed in what he was saying. And on top of that, they were saying that they're not going out to the ATF/FBI because God didn't tell them to go out there. They're waiting for a sign from God. That's why nobody left for the most part.
The fire must not have been a good one.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
But I'm talking about during the 51-day standoff.
Oh,
like,
okay.
out of the 100 and some people, like, only 35 left or something like that.
Yeah.
That's still, like, I'm pretty sure there were 75 people in there still. I don't know, give or take, somewhere around there. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. If I was under the conviction that God told me don't leave the room, I'm not fucking leaving the room. Like, I'm not going to. You know what I mean? I don't fucking care what the FBI says. I'm not fucking leaving.
No.
And like, if I truly believe God said that, I'm not fucking leaving. I'm telling them to suck a cock.
Right.
I'm not leaving.
Right.
And that's where I feel bad for these guys, because they're just sick people, hearing this kind of shit and delusions and all this kind of shit. You know what I mean? Like, David Koresh was a fucking whack job. He wasn't hearing anything. So that's like, fucking, he's a crazy motherfucker. That's what happens when you give crazy people power. But, I'm just saying, like, if I truly believe that my faith was telling me don't go outside, don't surrender, I'm not doing it. And if I did do it, I'd feel fucking terrible if I did it.
Yeah.
So that's where I feel super bad about these people, and I feel like David Koresh was being mistreated. But let me just stop there. Record player stops. You hear that scratchy noise.
Yeah.
Apparently, the real David Koresh people weren't so sure if he believed in what he was saying. So, it turns out this is more than likely just another fucking crazy ass cult. And it's just some cult leader brainwashing people so he can get a lot of pussy and things like that. So,
yeah.
at least the David Koresh, the TV show portrayed, it seemed like he really believed in what he was talking about. And if that's the case, I feel very sorry for him and all of the followers there. But if he really is a typical cult leader that is brainwashing and manipulating people and doesn't even believe what he's saying, yeah, that fucking piece of shit can burn in hell, because that's fucked up. You're getting 12-year-olds to marry you and have sex with you and have kids with you, you fucking freak.
Oh yeah,
like,
no, that's fucked up.
That's just fucked up. Like, seriously, like, and apparently, like, people aren't so sure that he really believed in those kinds of things. But at the end of the day, all I'm saying is, there's a story where God told Abraham to fucking stab his kid on a mountain.
Yeah.
Abraham hiked that motherfucker up to the top of the mountain, and he was gonna do it too. Luckily for Abraham's kid, as different shit happened, and he didn't get stabbed to death. But my faith is called. If you're told to do something, then you do it by your majesty there. And if I would tell the FBI to suck my cock if I thought I was supposed to be in that room.
Take it up with the big guy.
Yeah, no. He can talk to you. I'm not fucking leaving until he says so. But no, it wasn't like that. It was just a fucking crazy ass cult leader getting people to do what he wanted. So
yeah.
I really liked Waco too. I would out of all the shows that I've watched and movies that I watched in the past week, Waco would be the number one show that I would recommend for you guys. So, it's a good one. It's a banger, and I really enjoyed it. But I do realize that we are just BurtnBurger here, and I like to have these serious, deep conversations with my good cousin here. But we got to go back to balls and wieners here. So let's move on from the TV shows. Let's give the people what they've been asking for. Bert, I know you got a spicy topic for us. What the fuck do you have? I hope it has something to do with buttholes.
Not necessarily. I mean, yeah, no, not really.
Oh boy, we're off to a great start.
This week I did code all my stuff, so you didn't look into it, of course.
Okay. I didn't even open this doc.
Ellen's Muskie Boy is what I named this one.
Ellen's Muskie? Is that like Elon Musk?
Ellen's Muskie Boy. Yeah. So, I'm assuming you've heard. I think it was like late last week or something, but something else has come up. But good old Elon Musk, the big famous guy. Don't know.
Mars Boy.
Yeah, Mars Boy. So he's has like this girlfriend, like Grimes, whatever. She's some Canadian singer, and they had a baby last week, I guess.
Okay.
Have you heard anything about this?
Yeah, they talked about this on the official podcast, and there were memes all over iFunny.
I would assume so. Yeah. So they named their baby. I think they said to pronounce it Ash. However, if you were to write it down on a piece of paper, it would be X space AE that are combined into one symbol space A-12 Musk.
So Axia 12 Musk.
Yup. But I guess you're supposed to say it Ash. So I think that this guy might, he's like he's inhaling some fumes when he's working on the rockets or something.
He inhaled weed on Rogan's show. Boy, I guess that really fucked with him.
It fucked him up bad.
Damn, what the fuck, Elon?
Yeah.
You were like everybody's hero for a long time.
I know. I mean, I still like him. I mean, this is like, I guess, a publicity stunt, if anything. It's like, and then
a publicity stunt? That's not, you don't fucking name your kid something retarded for a publicity stunt. What the fuck?
I don't know.
No fucking way. A publicity stunt. That's like me saying Tom Brady's the worst quarterback ever. He doesn't even make top 30. Like, that's a publicity stunt. What the fuck?
I guess.
You don't name your kid XAE8L. What the fuck? You don't call him that. for a publicity stunt. Now you fucking made the kid get bullied the rest of his life.
Exactly.
What the fuck?
Luckily, the state of California, I guess, has a law in place where your name has to be comprised of only alphabetical characters, and you can't have numbers in your name. So it got switched to Roman. What the fuck was I gonna say? Roman numerals.
Roman numerals. Ah, nice.
Roman
it's
numerals.
Like with the fucking yeah.
So now, his baby boy's name is XAEA-XII.
Oh, for 12.
Just keeping everybody up to date. But I guess it means like the X is it stands for the unknown variable. The AE means something about like, Elon Musk working on his AI. It's supposed to mean AI. And then the A12 is Elon Musk's favorite aircraft.
This is so fucking stupid. You don't name a kid after your accomplishments. You write a fucking book and call it this. You don't fucking make the kid all about yourself. Everything about this fucking kid is pointed towards his fucking dad.
That kid just
gotta... The kid just lives in a fucking big-ass shadow now his whole entire life. Oh, first letter of my name, because my dad likes this. Second letter of my name, my dad fucking likes this. He's big into AI, AE, get it? That's so fucking dumb. No, it's about the fuck... boy. I knew about this. I don't know why I'm getting so fucking triggered about it.
I know. It was like, when I saw this, I'm like... This has to be... I mean, I didn't even look on other podcasts just because I figured it was fucking everywhere, but... Like, holy shit.
Literally... How you pronounce his name is the same noise dial-up makes when you are connected to the internet. Yeah, that's so fucking dumb. It's like that one lady that named his son or her son Vagina.
Yes.
Because of women's rights. It's like, why are you making this about other people? Like,
that would suck so bad.
Seriously. Like, that's like, I feel like that's almost child abuse. You know the kid's gonna get a bunch of shit for it.
How do you go in public? Like, how do you go to Starbucks, and like use that fucking name?
His friends are gonna nickname him Pussy.
Yeah, exactly.
That you're making it the kid's life about you, and you don't do that to another human being.
No, that's
fucked. Like, I know people will like name their kids after their somebody, but that's like
themselves,
family
sometimes,
or after themselves. Like that's like something like traditional or something like that. Like I don't know if these guys are trying to start a new tradition or what, but it's fucking stupid. I mean, at the end of the day, you're just making it strictly like, okay, you're gonna carry your name on. Okay, like, yeah, it's kind of selfish, but that's more normal. You literally made every fucking letter of this kid point directly at you in all of your accomplishments.
It's kind of fucked up. I mean, you might as well just like, set it up. Like, my son's first name is gonna be my favorite cut of meat. His middle name is going to be my favorite make and model of car. It's like
so it's going to be like fucking drumstick Ford.
Exactly. I mean,
you might as well done that.
I mean, yeah, Elon Musk. Yeah, I wanted to put an A12 because, it's me and my girlfriend's favorite aircraft.
Who gives a fuck? It's like that one Indian joke where the Indian names his son Two Dogs Fucking.
Yeah. I don't even...
Literally.
Like, I almost wonder if it's a meme. Like, I mean...
As in a meme, as in like, oh, we're going to be a meme and name him? Or that's not really his name? And
like, that's not even his name. Like, I don't know. I
was
feel
about
like...
to freak out even more if they did it for a meme. Like, let's call our kids some fucking faggoty-ass name.
Yeah.
For a meme so we can get some likes on iFunny.
Yeah, exactly.
Holy shit.
I have no fucking idea.
Okay. See, I knew about this story.
All his other kids' names are normal.
Yeah.
Griffin, Xavier, Damian, Saxon, and Kai. And then their baby brother, Ash.
Sure. Do me a favor and look up George Foreman's kids. Like, look up names of George Foreman's kids.
Yeah?
George Foreman, yeah, famous boxer.
Okay.
He's
Oh,
the
he's a
creator of the
boxer.
George Foreman grill. Yeah, look at the names of his kids. You won't regret it, I promise.
Wait. Wait a minute. Wait, no. Wait. Wait a minute. Is this what I fucking think it is? Why is it not doing it? Wait a minute. Okay. I've never seen this before. What the fuck? George Foreman Jr., George Foreman 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then his daughter, Georgetta, Frida, and Natalie. Wait, there's more. Mitchie, Leola, Isabella, Courtney, Jesus. This, bruh.
He named all of his kids after him.
What the fuck? I mean, the
George
girls didn't have it
Foreman
quite as
6?
rough. There's only one, Georgetta. But all those guys got fucked.
Oh, so you're 6 generations down, George? Nope.
Nope.
Dad's still alive.
Yeah.
Oh,
my
so
God.
George the Fifth is still alive? Nope, George the First.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I mean,
college professor told us about that.
I was gonna say maybe it could have been like, I mean, they have his win streak here. It says he won 76 fights and lost 5. I was gonna say, if it was the other way around, that was probably the answer. He got punched in the head too many times, but
Yeah.
I guess he was a decent fighter. I don't know.
No, he's like one of the best in the world. I think he was like one of the few that beat Muhammad Ali or something like that, or
Okay.
something crazy he did. But he also invented like the George Foreman grill. So
Yeah.
yeah. No, but yeah, I figured I'm glad we had you look that up. So
That's fucking dumb.
yeah, no. It's like how you literally go for being over the top creative with fucking XAE-12 whatever to fucking George 1, George 2, George 3. Like we were on both sides of the
Copy paste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously, that's all it was. So, but yeah, no, this is irking me a bit more than I prefer it to. So, you got something else here that you wanted to talk about?
Oh yeah. I mean, we don't have too much time to talk about it, but I mean, fuck it.
Sure.
Also,
Fuck 'em, Bert.
I
Tell
know.
them to shove a sanitized finger up their ass.
I know. Yeah, there's just too much good content, But
Mhm.
so on the topic of Elon Musk, I was listening to him and Joe Rogan's podcast, and he was talking about like how I don't know if he's doing it himself, but like looking into the neural net, which is like inputting computers into your brain to like, well, mainly I guess he said
Isn't it
in the
the
next
opposite?
What?
Isn't it putting like your brain into a computer?
No, this is like, it's like putting a little 1-inch little like disc into your head, that little
Holy
like
shit.
that sends
Some-
signals.
Some people are going one way, and then there's people going the complete opposite way.
Exactly. Yeah, but like it was really cool the way he explained it. Is it's like the first renditions of it, before it gets to like, Cyborg from the fucking Teen Titans, where half his head is a goddamn computer, or I guess his entire body, but whatever. What it would be is, it's like he said the first iterations of the stuff would be to like fix things like Parkinson's and seizures and stuff, where it's like misfiring in the brain.
Okay.
Right. So I thought, like, I just wondered what you would think about that. Because, like, he also said that eventually, like, in the next 20 years, maybe, like, the 10, 20 years, they would start to turn it into, like, like, you know, Tony Stark when he's in the when he's in his suit and he can like see through the internet and do all this crazy shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then like you don't have to talk to each other, but you just like send messages through your brain. Would you ever like opt in to something like that, or would you just be like all natural?
You know, I see benefits behind it. Like, it would be really nice to like not have to worry about seizures or anything like that. It's kind of like that one thing, whatever it's called, where you edit the genes of a child before they're born.
Yeah.
What there's a special name for that. Do you remember what it's called?
Oh my god.
It's something like,
CRISPR.
yeah, CRISPR. That's what it
Yeah.
is. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like
and I would absolutely want to do something like CRISPR to like take out all the negative genes, like if they're gonna have some kind of mental illness or they're gonna have fucking half a
heart
leg or
defects.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where they
or their
literally
cock's
won't
gonna be
survive.
bigger than mine.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a
Like they
no-go.
won't survive, or they'll have like a pretty tough life growing up. Like, I would definitely like to do that. But as far as like making the perfect
Oh,
body, like, I think that's too far, I
but
guess.
dude, something else he brought up, it was amazing. He said that really in your brain, all that you're like your brain, the way it works is just like firing of electricity. So really, like you could fix anything. He was saying that they even like it's proven or not proven, whatever. Like they've made the conclusion that you could bring back eyesight, bring back hearing. It's like any sense
Mm-hmm.
that is gone because not of course if your fucking eyeballs are gone, but if your brain, like you know, you're born without sight, it'll fix
Born
that.
without eyeballs.
Yeah. And then it's also like your nervous yeah. With your nervous system, you know, people who are paralyzed, like he said that it could fix stuff like that. So, you know, like veterans or you know, people in wheelchairs or people that are born with these weird brain defects, I guess. I mean, that way that sounded cool, but once he started
Yeah,
talking
go for
about
it.
you know, putting like smartphones in your head and, you know, we're not going to talk to each other anymore. It's just going to be like telepathy, just talking through your head. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, no, there's something don't seem right about that. Like, it's just like making your kid have blonde hair, blue eyes, tall, muscular, and like during the CRISPR shit. Like, I
Yeah,
don't know. Like, you're starting to take over their lives a little bit more. But as far as like medical reasons, like, you're
that
not
would
going to
be
give someone
cool.
shit to if they go to physical therapy and learn how to walk again. So why would you give them shit if they got this chip in their brain and they could learn how to walk again? So,
Yeah,
um, you know, um, but then again, like, I'm a fan of science and technology, so like to hold back something just like because of those kind of views, I guess, just seems like, we're holding ourselves back, kind of thing.
yeah, yeah,
I guess it just depends on why they would use it. And if they make it a requirement and shit like that, then it
yeah,
can
that
get a
would be.
lot deeper
And then it's also the
than that.
cost, you know, like people who couldn't afford it
Oh,
and all that could be bad.
yeah, no, that shit wouldn't be cheap. So,
People having the iPhone, you know, in their head versus
yeah,
Android and all that shit, it would probably get messy, but
that'd be weird. It's just got to go clean my chip today. You know,
exactly.
batteries are getting low, starting not to see out of my left eye.
Yes. Yes.
Second toe on my right foot just ain't moving anymore. I think they got to change the batteries.
Yeah.
You know,
But that
I
was
don't know.
so like and he was so confident about like he's like, "Yeah, well we're going to have it up within the next year, you know, like in human patients." Like for the
Oh,
medical cases, you know? It's like
yeah.
holy shit.
Get that man working on the coronavirus. That seems a bit more
I know.
important. I don't I don't know. That kind of shit, that kind of talk, I don't buy into until I hear it like on like the CBS Evening News with Katie
Oh yeah.
Couric. When I hear it specifically from a fucking guy that has 6 doctorates just in that. I don't know. I don't get too excited if I see something just in a science magazine.
Yeah.
Like I've heard things like, oh, we've been able to teleport things on a molecular level from one spot to another, but then I'll hear nobody else talk about it whatsoever. So when it makes big news, when it gets a lot of traction behind it, then Daddy will start paying attention. But
Oh yeah.
you're gonna get claims like this from big science guys all the time. There's even a theory out there that we could theoretically travel to a different star in our lifetime if all these things go according to plan, and just nothing really
Yeah.
plays out that way. So I don't know. I just wait till we get closer.
Oh yeah.
And then Daddy starts getting excited. But yeah, no, that's really interesting shit. And if it ever goes anywhere else, Bert, you're gonna have to keep me and our audience members informed.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be able to beam the podcast right to your like, chip. Yeah.
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 I want mine in my cock.
Yeah. You think you can do that for me, Elon? You can put it in my wiener?
Then I'm interested. Can you put it in my butt?
Yeah. Exactly.
But yeah, we got a couple more minutes left, so I kind of wanted to touch up on something that I've gotten really into lately, and that is frolfing. FROLF.
Frothing?
Frothing, yeah, frolfing, which is frisbee and golf combined into one thing. So frolfing or disc golf, a lot of people call it. So that's something that Daddy's gotten interested into lately, and it is a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be.
Okay. Yeah, I know you mentioned it the other day. It sounded like you guys were having some fun.
Yeah, me and Tater have been going out, and we've been tossing her around. We actually had our first game today, and I beat that motherfucker by one fucking throw, so that was exciting.
Oh, yeah?
It's one of those things. I really like the idea of being able to practice something and get good at it, so then when I'm bored or when I have some free time, I can go outside and I can practice it, and I can get better on my own time. So this is something that you can do by yourself. You can work on your throws. You can work on your putts. Basically, for those of you who don't know, it's the same as golf, but with frisbees. Like you're throwing the frisbees into like this chain basket kind of thing. And it works just the same way as golf. But,
okay.
Daddy's job has been treating him nicely. A fucking master's degree really helps out in life. So I've been, splurging a little bit. Got to fix my car. My car's supposed to get his windshield fixed next week, Bert. So that's exciting.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
I'm excited to have a rear view mirror again. That's going to be fun. But I bought this beginning set for disc golf, and it's been a lot of fun, and it's just cool to just kind of put your music in and just kind of walk around and just kind of work on your own things. And, it opens up a whole new world. I always love picking up on hobbies like this because then you can find YouTubers that do it, start learning from them, and you know what I mean? Like it opens up like a whole new can of worms when you find a new hobby like this. And Tater and I, we talk about, we're kind of becoming the guys that we never wanted to become. Because disc golf is the type of sport that you think of just straight up potheads playing, that fucking bunch of hippies/hipsters thinking they're fucking so cool and everything like that. And here we are in our bro tanks fucking doing the exact same thing, except, we do it with smiles and giggles instead of weed and pussy. So
yeah, that's respectable.
Yeah, no, and like I said, I know like when we play catch with baseball or when we play cousin baseball, you like to just throw something as hard as you can. So when old Roni decides to stop being a cunt, I definitely think it's something that you should come out and do with us just for fun. And, if you like it, you can get your own set, and it's really chill. It's really laid back. So
yeah.
It's got the competitive edge to it that I know you like, but also it's got that physicalness to where you can fucking just reef one as hard as you can.
Yeah. I mean, I even like doing that in golf too, just yelling 4 and hitting that fucker as hard as you can.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
You just got bug eyes staring at the golf ball, and you're screaming 4 before you even pick the club up over your
Yeah.
head.
I grew up with Happy Gilmore. It's in my blood.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, just the veins popping out of your eyes,
Yeah.
ready to send that fucker to hell.
Oh yeah. Exactly.
But yeah, frisbee golf is a lot of fun. Disc golf is a lot of fun. I would love to show you videos on our Twitch, guys, if you want to check us out at BurtnBurger / Twitch. That'll never happen.
BurtnBurger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bart's right now. Shit, okay, I'll have to check that fucking out. I didn't know we had a Twitch. Yeah, no, unfortunately, we don't say the nicest things on here, and I got a good job right now, and I'd like to keep it that way. So unfortunately, you'll never see us play frisbee golf probably, but you might see us play video games someday if we start getting an audience, which we're happy with every single one of you beautiful people that are here with us today.
Oh yeah.
So
We've been growing steadily.
yeah, Bert keeps telling me the numbers keep going up on everything that's outside of YouTube. YouTube's been doing pretty decent lately. You guys like pouring in your titles, so we will remember that. But at the end of the day, this is something that Bert and I really enjoy doing, and it's just kind of become a part of our schedule now at this point.
Oh yeah. Bring some sense to this endless Corona shit.
Yeah, and also it gives us a point to bring stuff that we always kind of wanted to shed light on, like the whole non-critical eye thing, and just talk about it here. So, we really appreciate you guys sticking around and, helping us out along the way. So we are on episode 20 next week. So Bert and I will be playing Box of Lies. We will, because every 10 episodes we do something special for you guys. Last time it was a quiz show. This time it's a little game show, and we will have it all set up and explained to you guys when episode 20 comes around and how that's going to work. So we're going to be playing a little game show. We're going to be bullshitting to each other. We're going to be telling the truth, but thinking we're bullshitting to each other.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good time. So you guys definitely aren't going to want to miss that one. So with all of that being said, this is episode 19, Bert. Go ahead, say something that our audience will remember.
I almost said your name. Burger is never going to, all of our suggestions are going to be, they're going to be bad now. I don't even know.
Still thinking of that.
I know. This
Come
better
on,
be
man.
good. This better be good. This movie better be amazing.
The fucking greatest singer ever, isn't it? There's
That's all I
nothing
gotta
bad
say.
about it. It's bad. You're still sticking to it. It better be fucking good, dude. I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. All right. Yeah, bring it on, fucking pussy. You can play this game. I got a whole arsenal of porn I can send your way, you piece of shit.
I thought you were serious at first. I'm like, oh my god.
You're writing down Ass Ranger Volume 7.
I did, I swear. I got ass down. I'm like, wait a minute. This isn't real.
Oh, he didn't even write Jailhouse Rock down. He just fucking set the pen down. You're like, okay,
Yeah.
let's fucking go.
I'll remember this. Yeah.
Oh, boy. Yeah, we got an exciting episode for you guys next week, guys. So check out next week. Check out our other shit. Thanks for everything you guys do for us. If you like what you see, sub to us on YouTube. Favorite us on Spotify. We have a porn bot favoriting shit over on Spotify.
Yeah.
Shout out to you guys.
Made
We
our
love
week.
all of you. Yep.
Yeah.
We love every one of you guys. So thank you so much for all that you guys do for us. And we will see each and every one of you beautiful fellers in the next episode. Fellers and girls, we'll see you guys in the next episode. So until then, guys, take care.
See ya.